Hi everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. So hopefully you saw yesterday's Mythbuster video. If you didn't, go back and check it out. I'll link it in that top right hand corner too. We talked about how to bring your electronic cutting mats back to life and whether these tips we see all over the internet really do work. So I'm not going to spoil that, but you can go check it out. However, another thing I get asked all the time is, okay, I've refreshed my mat, or I've tried this, or something like a scan and cut mat that loses its tack pretty fast. How can I refresh it and make it better? Well, I have the best tip you're ever going to need. And you will be using these mats until they disintegrate. So the first thing you need to do is tape off your cutting area. So I'm just going to take some masking tape. You could also, the Therm wide tapes works really well. I just happen to have run out. So just take some pieces. We're going to tape this off, and it doesn't have to be accurate. If anything, I would go inside the grid lines rather than outside, so that you maybe lose a tiny slither of cutting space, because having it on the outside, it's just a bit of a pain to deal with. So there's a tip for you in there. So you can see all I'm doing is taking it and just laying it roughly against that black cutting line. Tear that off. And it doesn't have to be any special tape. You just want something that's going to stick down. Masking tape, Therm purple tape. I got my Heffy Doodle tape here. You can use anything you like. Okay. And then the other thing you want to do is just, I mean, you can see this is not taking long either, because you don't need a huge amount of accuracy to it. I'm just going to stick some here so this gets fully covered up, and then you can either take a piece of paper or a load of masking tape. I happen to have a piece of paper from yesterday's Mythbusters down here, and so I'm just going to add this on the top like this, and using a little bit of masking tape, I can cover that last bit up. And you'll see in a second why you want to cover these areas up. It will be well worth it than having to scrub and deal with the stickiness afterwards. So you just want to make sure that everything on the mat is covered apart from that area. So that's how your mat's going to look. Works with Cricut mats, works with silhouette mats, works with all of them. It just happens to be the one I get asked about the most is the scan and cut mat. Then you're going to take some Pixie spray. So Pixie spray is from Therm. They launched it last year. If you have seen my life-changing stencil tip, you'll know that Pixie spray is it. And literally all we're going to do, and I'm going to just do it off my table because I have a concrete floor. You'll want to do it in a splat box, in a garage, something like that. And we're just going to do a light coat, just backwards and forwards. Please read the safety instructions on the can, ventilated spaces, all of those kinds of things. Whenever you use anything, whether it's Pixie spray, epoxy, everything. We have a big space here and it's well ventilated, but please read the instructions and follow it for your space. And then I'm going to leave this for 10 minutes or so, and it's ready to go. I can already just peel off my masking tape. And imagine, you know, if you've used this on your stencils, you will know this works really well. If you are in Europe and you cannot get Pixie spray, you can use Crafter's Companion's Repositionable Adhesive. It works exactly the same, and it works great for craft applications. Some of the repositional sprays I have found are a little bit too strong for crafting, and they can tear your paper. These do not. And now you have a mat that is like new with extra tack on it. And just remember that when you remove something, to bend your mat, and you avoid any tearing as well. So hope you enjoyed today's top tip. I have more of them on the way and more crafty Mythbusters. So be sure you've hit subscribe, rung the bell, and of course given today's video a thumbs up. I'd love for you to join our community in that join button below. Lots of reasons to join, lots of fun going on. And I will see you tomorrow with another tip, trick, tutorial, or maybe something a little bit different. So join me then. In the meantime, happy crafting, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.